Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Christine Brown talked about her awkward first kiss with her ex, Kody Brown, on the April 27th episode of Sister Wives. Christine discussed how difficult Valentine's Day can be for polygamous families during her first day with her new husband, David Woolley. Because of his several wives, Kody attempted to treat them all similarly in order to avoid envy. Rather of a Valentine's date, the Browns hosted family events centered on their children. They were a lot of fun, Christine said to David. We only focused on the fun, not the romantic aspect of it. Kody would occasionally offer us all flowers in front of each other before kissing us. That's a little awkward, David agreed. When Christine Brown opens up, Sister Wives fans pay attention, and this time, she's talking about that moment. Yes, the iconic awkward kiss with Kody Brown, which made people cringe for years, is back in the spotlight. But what has Christine just said about it? Absolutely fantastic. In this explosive 40,000-word exposé, we'll delve into Christine's latest disclosures about the extremely awkward kiss with Kody, why she felt humiliated, and how that single moment could have marked the beginning of the end for their spiritual marriage. What was Kody saying behind the scenes? Did Robin play any role in this? And why is Christine speaking forward now, after all this time? Hold on tight, we're about to get into the raw, unedited truth about reality TV's most uncomfortable kiss and what it means for Christine, her self-esteem, and her future. Chapter 1, Rewinding Time, the build-up to the infamous kiss. Christine and Kody had been at odds for a long time before the kiss aired on television. The cameras captured smiles and soft-spoken moments, but the reality behind the scenes was considerably more fragmented. Christine says that throughout the early stages of their relationship, Kody did not come across as affectionate, at least to her. Christine badly sought recognition, but her longing was greeted with cold refusal. But as the camera started going, things went weird quickly. What occurred when the producers offered a kiss to the viewers? Christine now admits, I knew it wouldn't be good. I felt it before it happened. Chapter 2, On-Camera Chemistry? Not even close. The kiss itself, intended to be a lovely moment for the pair, turned out to be a horrible event Christine will never forget. Something felt weird as Kody leaned forward. I didn't feel like his wife, Christine revealed in a recent confessional. I felt like a character in his show, something staged and unnatural. The kiss was broadcast to millions of admirers, who instantly sensed something was wrong. The adjectives forced, awkward, and uncomfortable were widely used on social media. Christine says she read the remarks. And it hurt, not because they were rude, but because they were correct. Chapter 3, Behind the Kiss, a Crumbling Relationship. That kiss was more than a fleeting moment, it was a mirror reflecting a broken relationship. Christine believes that their relationship had been failing for years before the kiss. He didn't love me anymore, she revealed. I knew it. That kiss made it even more evident to me. Christine now refers to it as a moment of clarity. I thought, this is it. This is how our marriage looks right now. And with cameras recording it indefinitely, she felt exposed, both to the world and to herself. Chapter 4, The Kiss That Sparked the Internet, Fan Reactions Go Viral. When the embarrassing kiss episode aired, viewers were frantic. Reddit threads erupted in minutes, TikToks analyzing Kody's body language became popular, and even celebrity commentators chipped in. Christine, who was watching from home, admitted to crying. Not because of the statements, but because they finally recognized what she had been feeling for years, rejection, dismissal, and the gradual deterioration of love. I wasn't crazy, she explained. People witnessed what I saw. What I experienced. Chapter 5, Is Robin's presence a silent influence? One concern that keeps coming up is whether Robin had anything to do with Kody's apparent coldness during the kiss. Christine has long argued that Kody's emotional engagement in Robin left a void in her own relationship with him. I wasn't even second place, she explained. I was just there. Christine doesn't accuse Robin of sabotage, but she does suggest emotional neglect. Once Robin came along, it was like I disappeared, she admitted. And that kiss was a reminder. Chapter 6, The Fallout, How That Moment Changed Christine Forever. Christine embarked on a personal path of contemplation following the kiss. She replayed the experience in her head again and over, until it became a symbol. It represented everything I was trying to ignore, she said. It was the mask slipping off our marriage. This discovery served as a watershed moment. I needed more. I deserved better. That kiss made me realize that. Chapter 7, The Moment Christine Recognized It Was Over. Christine made a heartbreaking revelation, revealing that shortly after the kiss, she told herself, I'm leaving someday. It was not immediate, yet that moment sowed a seed. It became stronger each time Kody picked Robin over her, her children were overlooked, and her demands were ignored. That kiss was more than just unpleasant, it was prophetic. Chapter 8, Christine reclaims her voice. Why is she speaking up now? So, why now? Why is Christine finally revealing this emotional reality to the world? Because she is free. Christine thrived after her divorce. New marriage, new confidence, and new life. And she no longer feels compelled to protect those who did not protect her. I want the women watching to know that if anything feels wrong, it probably is. Do not ignore your intuition, she advises. Chapter 9, The Kiss Versus. The Truth, What It Meant for the Brown Family Legacy. Christine's revelation about the awkward kiss reshapes not only her story, but also Sister Wives' history. It forces fans to review sequences through a different lens and reflect on how much was done for the cameras, and how much agony was hidden in plain sight. Even the most ardent admirers cannot deny that the kiss was more than just awkward. It was the breaking point. Chapter 10, What Fans Are Saying Now, We Always Knew. As Christine's conversation spreads online, people are revisiting that moment with new empathy. Christine deserved so much more, one fan commented. You could see the pain in her eyes. Another said, that kiss was not love. It was an obligation. And she was aware of it. Social media is rallying behind her, praising her bravery, candor, and freedom from a toxic dynamic. Sister Wives Robin Brown mentioned that the OG3, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown used a scoreboard during their plural marriage to Kody Brown, which makes me think Robin is still unwilling to accept responsibility for the detrimental impact she had on them. Kody married Mary, Janelle, and Christine in the early 1990s, and the three believed they were living happily in polygamy until Kody met, courted, and married Robin in 2010. Robin became Kody's fourth wife, and I observed as her presence to the family threw everything off balance in the years that followed. I feel Robin's detrimental effect on Kody, the Brown family dynamics, and her sister wives' trust were the catalysts for the family's breakdown. Christine left Kody in 2020, and Janelle followed suit the next year. Mary, who I thought had the only genuine bond with Robin, lasted the longest but eventually left in early 2023. Since the OG3 left Kody, there have been numerous claims about who was to blame for the plural family's breakup, and I believe Robin had the greatest influence on the OG3's choice to leave, but she refuses to accept responsibility. While I initially considered Robin's entrance to the Brown family as a positive development, I soon understood it was a bag of worms. Robin first expressed excitement about having sister wives and a group to raise her children from her prior marriage, but it soon became clear that she really wanted Kody. Over the next 10 years, Robin stayed with the family, produced biological children with Kody, and strengthened their link. I believe she inherently drew Kody away from his original wives. It didn't surprise me when the spouses started leaving the family one by one. The COVID-19 epidemic was the catalyst that drove the OG3 away. Kody spent an inordinate amount of time with Robin and her children, which I interpreted as him selecting Robin. Kody made excuses for his increased distance from his other spouses, such as believing that some of his other children were not following COVID policy, but I believed Robin had him in her clutches and neither wanted to separate so he could be with the other wives and keep those ties. Because Kody was left with only Robin, whom he divorced Mary for, he and Robin became monogamous. I've seen Robin cry and complain about how she doesn't understand how things got so terrible and why the family couldn't make things work, and it's led me to assume that she truly doesn't realize her role in all of the negative consequences and sentiments. During the first episode of the second half of Sister Women Season 19, which recently broadcast, the women discussed why their relationships did not work as sister wives and how the family as a whole broke as a result. I found Robin's thoughts on the subject particularly telling, as she stated that the other spouses used a scoreboard in relation to time spent with Kody. Robin thought Mary, Janelle, and Christine were keeping track of Kody's time and attention, which was a destructive way to behave in a plural family.